Somebody already got kicked. Dope. Somebody already got kicked. Dope.
Say the wrong thing and get the bags. With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing cuckoo, and get thrown out the conversation. Throw up 2 fingers and tell them, please don't keep the drama waiting. Bye. Donate to the cause and hit the cash app. And if you ain't got it, them likes are free. Go and smash that. BBN, hit that with a hashtag. Sick with the content, come around and need a hazmat. Jack Frost, yeah, you dudes need to back off. He got the work around here, yeah, we all tip our hats off. Keep the same name, that's what you point for. But if you coming back in, put a 2.0. Big bags, and you asking what they heavy for. Foot and ass be going hella crazy with the petty wars. Good conversation, that's what we be really ready for. Conversation like being on the bottom of a heavy whore. Nah, why niggas be like that? Unsubscribe and tell them, yo, hey, I'll be right back. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing and get the bags. With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing.
Yeah, bags. We just kicked that guy straight out the door. We don't got time for that. We hold those over here. Who the fuck is that dude? No dog. Oh, we get bags in the chat. Y'all don't see it, but somebody got hit.
Focus.
So we get all the bags.
Yeah, that was me. BBN, Jack Frost. What's up, party people? How's everybody doing? I'm hoping everybody's having a beautiful day. Today's about focus. We starting off in the chat. Shout out to your boy Jimmy Belcher. Shout out Zeus. Yo, Zeus, pull up. Yo, Zeus, you free? Pull up. Whoever free, pull up. I'm inviting people up to the chat early. Whoever free, pull up. I don't care what platform you on. With that being said, we got a couple of things to talk about today. The first thing that we want to have, let me move over here so it could look like I'm looking at you guys. The first thing we want to talk about today, just so we can be clear, we're going to talk about that girl, Shanquella. We're going to talk about real friends, fake friends. This is what we're doing. Next thing I want to talk about, just so we could be clear, there was just a mass shooting. I'm sorry to say, it happened in a Walmart. We want to discuss that. Another thing that we want to discuss, just so we could be clear, if you have not been paying attention, our mayor has been jumping on top of the whole hip-hop thing. I want to be clear about that. Now, there's another thing that I want to say, and I want to be, before we even get into the show, and I want to be 100% accurate about this. We're going to be dropping a lot of content that's going to be on Instagram. I actually, okay, so apparently it's over here. I'm doing some things. We was actually going to be doing a laundry mat live this morning. I decided against it at the last moment. For everybody that don't know, I am one of those people. I'm a whole bitch and it's over here. So a lot of times I just throw my shit in my closet. As you could tell, because you see me in my clothes are kept in good condition. So this is not a thing that is a normal thing that I always do. But my closet is right next to my front door. So whenever I open my front door, people will literally look and see my closet for the most part. So, so I emptied out my closet today, this morning, when I was getting ready to go to the laundry. Anyway, but while I was doing that, I decided that there's going to be some content that I'm going to be creating. And obviously, the closet is one of the best places to do audio at. So while I got my closet nice and emptied all the way out, I should be creating some content today that y'all might like. I'm not 100% sure, because now I'm working with a different app. I'm not using the same program, pardon me, that I had previously. So I'm learning how to do the things that I want to do on this program, and it's taking a little bit longer than it should, or a little bit longer than I would want it to. Now, with that also being said, another thing that I want to say is my PlayStation is currently down. We're going to try to get us a new PlayStation ASAP. That's what we're working towards. We need to get, I don't want to get the shit repaired. We need a PlayStation 5. That's what God is telling me. We need to stop playing PlayStation 4. We need to either move to the next thing or get all the way up off of it. So for the time being, there will be no PlayStation on this channel because my PlayStation is broke thanks to the flood that we had. Shout out to the flooding. with that being said, what we will be doing though is we will be focusing our energies on getting the PlayStation 5 because there is a lot of shit that we're going to be doing. One of the things that we're going to have ourselves some BBN servers up, obviously for video games like Grand Theft. We're going to definitely make sure that we go get ourselves a video because I have an idea and I need to get with some coders and we're going to create a thing. With that being said, I'm going to finish with roll call and then we're going to get to the show. I'll start back over. Shout out to your boy Jimmy Belch. He says morning for all those rules. Salute my brother. Hope everything is going well with you and yours. Shout out to Zeus the God Gaming. My brother, I'm trying to pull up with you just so we know. Also, be mindful. There's people like a ton of fake accounts. They're doing the most. So just be mindful. You might not always be speaking to me. Shout out to Blizz Lanes. He says good morning, Frost. BBN community salute. And Dave Brown and Zeus. When we pull back up on 2K, I just want to remind you, all of the shit that I told you that was gonna happen as far as video gaming is concerned. I know the next turn that they're gonna make. I want you to be with me when we're on that area. All right. Remember, I told you everything that I said that they was gonna do with 2K, they're doing or they've done. I know the next turn that these video games is about to make, or at least I have a feeling. And I want you to be a part of it because you was there at the beginning. Shout out to Dave Brown. He says, peace, blessings for us. So we talk about the Shanquella situation real quick. Let me pull up some stuff for y'all. All right, let me pull up some stuff for y'all over here. Boom. All right, let's go to Shanquella Robinson. If y'all don't mind, let's just not even play with it. I want to be clear about something, and this is what I mean by be mindful of who y'all friends is. Y'all keep keeping people around y'all because y'all go with this bullshit ass narrative that I keep trying to explain that don't make sense. It's something Satan created. Keep your friends close and your enemies. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. I think that niggas, part of my language. I think for the most part, I think that people are just misinterpreting what that actually means. That's what I think is actually happening. I think that that's a saying. It means something. The thing in which it means is actually extremely powerful. I think that there are individuals that understand what this means. And I think that there are other individuals like me, you, and whoever that don't have a full understanding of what this means. So therefore, whenever we hear this or whenever we use this, we are applying it in an incorrect manner. Do you get what I'm saying? That's what I believe. I might be wrong. That's just my opinion. But the reason in which why I'm saying this is because you're supposed to have the people around you who is going to push you to success. If you're allowing for the people around you that's going to push you to success to be the people that's giving you the negative energy, that means that all of your success is based off of what Satan is putting in front of you. We want to have our success based off of positive energy. We want to have our success based off of the energy of the Most High. We want to have our success based off of the God sending us to a destination, not there's two paths and we consistently choose the path that the devil has for us rather than the path that the Most High has for us. Not that the path that the Most High has for us don't have its own adversity, but it's just a difference between, in my opinion, there's a difference between being motivated by negativity and motivated by love. That's what I'm trying to say, just so we can be clear. And with that being said, this woman decided to keep people around her and which motivated her to her success. And I want to be clear about this. What we have to understand is people that don't know how to get it themselves, they're always going to think everything that you get, you didn't earn or you didn't work for. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, so imagine somebody going to school to be a carpenter, right? They done went to whatever training, they did all of the training to be a carpenter. Now they're a top A class grade ass carpenter, one of the best carpenters on the planet. But when they go do their work, they're quick, so nobody want to pay them. But the people that do shabby work and doesn't even have half the skill, since they take an hour to do the thing instead of 5 minutes, the people assume that they did a better job. This is how the world works, and this is why a lot of people have adversity and have problems, because once you become really good at something, people usually assume that you didn't work for it because they wasn't in the gym with you. So why I'm saying that is, I believe a lot of Shanquella's problems was she was hanging around people that didn't have the same motivation or drive that she had. Why she had to pay for the whole room? Why she paid for everything? Do you understand what I'm saying? She had to pay for everything. The only thing they was able to pay for is their tickets. I could see if y'all went out there 6, 7 deep, only 2 people could afford tickets, only 3 people. Okay, fine. But you trying to tell me nobody could afford nothing but tickets? You want to know why they had to leave the night that she died? Why they 100% had to leave? I'll tell you right now. They stole the 10K, but where would they? What they couldn't get more money. That was it. You see, if they would have killed her on the last night, they could have had her pay for everything, enjoyed themselves, and they killed her on the last night. They killed her on the first day. They couldn't even hold their hate, their evil in. So I say all that to say this. Allegedly, they called the doctors and she was still alive. They called the doctors. She was still alive. Information from the police. Information from the police reports that Shanquella Robinson was alive when medical help first arrived at the vacation home where she was staying with a group of people last month in Cabo. She was still alive. I want you to understand what really happened. She was still alive. So she was still alive. No, she was still alive. That's crazy. Hold on, let me pull this other screen back up if y'all don't mind. I was busy typing. So you trying to tell me the doctors pulled up and they was like, yo, we got to take her to the hospital. And her people said no. They said no. Then they called the moms and told them, I don't know what the... Y'all can't see this thing that's pissing me off. So then they called the moms and told the moms that they needed $5 grand to take her to the hospital. And it was like, but she got insurance. Now, I don't know the policies of how Mexico is going to accept American insurance, but I will say this. They were in a place that is friendly to Americans. So they might accept the insurance. It would behoove the hospitals in the area because that's more money for them. Anyway, the report differs from details previously reported from 25-year-old Robinson's death certificate that says she died within 15 minutes of being injured. So hold on. Is anybody else thinking that there's people that they should be looking into more death certificates from wherever this office is in Mexico? Anybody else thinking that? Anybody else thinking that? I'm just curious. Anybody else thinking that maybe there's some more death certificates that need to be looked into? Shout out to Rhonda from upstate New York. Said, it's been said that the injuries could have been an internal decap. Yes! Hold on. We about to go into that. Bang! It's being said that her injury could be an internal decapitation to damage. If it's true, she may have been going when the medics arrived. It's all problematic because someone is definitely lying. So you trying to tell me that it's not a possibility they beat her more after the fucking paramedics left? I'm just asking. We talking about hate here. Oh shit, the paramedics came. She's still alive. Kick them niggas up out of here. We can't call them back now. Oh man, let's just leave and go home. I'm just asking, does that make sense? I'm not arguing or disputing any point that you just made, just so we could be clear. I 100% believe that somebody's lying. And besides me 100% believing that somebody is lying, on top of that, I don't see why they wouldn't have attacked her again after she left. After they left, I don't see. She was still alive. She can't recover. The paramedics might be lying, trying to cover their own ass. But that would lead, just so we could be clear. Wait, hold on. Let's all agree, just so we could be clear, let's all agree that we can't believe anything that the friends say. I don't want it to sound like, I think it might be, I want to make sure that you understand what I'm saying. Let's all agree that we can't believe anything that the friends are saying. Right? Let's just agree on every single thing that the friends are saying is lies. Let's just agree on that, just so we can be clear. Because I don't know. Let's put a poll up. Sheesh, I hate when I hit that fucking home button. Lies. Why I keep getting ready to put lies? That's a good question. The paramedics. Just so we posted what JF says the paramedics. Pardon me. Rhonda from upstate New York first has said the paramedics said they were working on her for 3 hours. Let's post that one. The paramedic said he was working on her for 3 hours. One medical person listens to a group of regular people. Okay, so they were in another country. I will believe that they are money grubbing, and I will believe that to an extent they probably would have wanted the Americans who had to have had money pay something to get them to do a thing if it was anywhere outside of the parameters of what they would normally do. I will agree with that, although I do not believe the dudes. That's for one, just so we can be clear. Also, working on her for 3 hours without taking her to the hospital, that does sound insane to me. That does not sound like something that's going on. So I'm not arguing any point here. What I'm saying is I don't believe the friends, and I think the friends are lying. Also, in addition to that, I wouldn't be surprised if in that area they have different situations where Americans or people from other countries have came, and the fucking, part of my language, and the birth and the death certificate is some kind of weirdo ass thing and not the true way that the person died. I think that people take people on vacation to murder them. I think that this is a thing that happens. I had a woman that I was dating one time, and she told me that she wanted to go on a trip to Florida. I believe she said I could go with them, not for nothing. but she wanted to go on a trip to Florida to go do a thing. After I heard the thing that she wanted to do, right? And this is, take it however you want to take it. So after I heard the thing that she wanted to do, just so we could be clear, even with me going, I was against it. And I know she felt away. I know she felt like I was trying to control her or something like that. And I really wasn't. And on top of that, she was gonna pay for everything. So it's not like she was paying for everything. Like, she was a dancer and she like going to like doing dance and stuff. So she was a dancer. So she wanted to go to it was somebody that was coming from, I believe, another country or something like that. And they was doing something in Florida or whatever the case was. And it was her friend also or something. So I was against it. And I wasn't against it because of the friend. The friend is cool. But when she started telling me how they was going out there, I was like, I was against that. And we're talking about in our country. You understand? So I know she felt a way about that. But you can't go everywhere with anybody. You just can't. You understand? You just can't. And I feel a way about that to this day, because I still think to myself, did I make the right decision, or did I rob her of a great memory? And then when I see shit like this, and I think about the way she wanted to go down there, it makes me feel a little bit more comfortable with the decision. Because this happens more often than y'all know. This happens a lot. In other countries, crazily amounts of times. I don't even know if that's a term, but this happens. And I'm not saying Americans are doing it mostly. It's probably other people. It happens. People go to these places and then not everybody come home. Look it up on the internet if you don't believe me. I don't gotta lie. You can research the shit. And it's been happening, and it's not nothing that's new. How often do I keep gonna tell y'all? Do y'all ever see when these Instagram chicks be disappearing? 3-4 months, they disappear, not one post. It don't always be because of surgery. They be getting flew out somewhere out the country. Mofo take their passport, now they lit it. I'm just telling you what be happening. A lot of these women on Instagram y'all follow, yeah, especially the ones that American and you ain't never seen them back in America in a dumb long time. What the fuck you think is happening to them? Why do you think why Pornhub is so bad? The reason why Pornhub is so bad. You just don't know. You understand? So, with that being said, just so we can be clear, oh man, I was gonna say something. I was gonna say something, but I'm gonna be quiet because it's gonna really mess me up. So I don't want to talk about it. But I'll just mention, sometimes people be pregnant and then they leave the country and they come back and there's no baby. Think it's happening. Just saying. So be mindful, and we need to be, and that's one of the main reasons why I stand behind that, protect women. They're not just black women, but women in general. But the mantra is protect black women. That's why I stand behind that. Just so we could be clear. Shout out to Sebastian Tompkins. He says, good morning to all BBN fam, salute. So I want to be clear about this. The problem is, whatever that hospital is out there, they do that shit. They make bodies disappear, my nigga. They just didn't know that that it was gonna turn into this. All right? Whatever that hospital is out there, whoever signed those papers, whatever hospital that is out there, whoever signed those papers, whoever the fuck did that, they know. All right? They effed up. I'm telling you. I'm telling you what happened. And that's why all the stories is mixed up. Because everybody's wrapped up in this. They took her somewhere on purpose. Remember, they planned the trip. They was going to kill her and take her money this whole time. Shout out to her best friend. Not a real shout out. What did I tell y'all? As soon as this happened, I told y'all they planned this shit from the rip. Told y'all. All you got to do is pay attention. They took her somewhere where people get lost. Real quick story. So when I was living in Georgia, we go to the club. Or whatever. Do whatever we're doing out there. Niggas be like, yo, be mindful of who you get in the car with. Because niggas do get lost in the woods. Right? Her friends did this to her. The same people that when she's not around, they could talk and tell people about how well they know her. The same people that when they not around, you get what I'm saying? When she not around, the same people that everybody think love her plotted her murder. This is a plot. This is a plan. They just effed up. Thank God. I'm going to tell you when I realized how easy it is to kill somebody by accident. We was playing football. You ever see a little kid knock another little kid out? Not, it was a good tackle, nice hard hit. I'm saying, have you ever seen a little kid knock another little kid out? Because when that happens on the field, first people clap until the body ain't moving. So when you're the little kid, you don't know. Because by the time you get cognizant of everything that's going on, you don't know. But when you see that shit, that nigga almost died. He like 13. We playing sports. They beat that woman to death. And I wouldn't be surprised if after the I'm not saying this happened, but I wouldn't be surprised if the paramedics actually did come and then left at some point and then they beat her more. I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. Anyway, the report differs from previously reported. What the hell? The report differs from details previously reported from 25-year-old Robinson's death certificate that it says she had died. That's why I stopped right there, because I do believe that that place in which where all of this happens at, that's where people go to disappear, man. You better start being mindful. There's places like that in America too. Instead of a police report, excerpts show a doctor from a local hospital was with Robinson and others in the house for close to 3 hours before she was pronounced dead. I don't know what to believe about that. The Charlotte Observer obtained excerpts. Were they there for 3 hours trying to convince them to take her to the hospital? I don't know. The Charlotte Observer obtained excerpts from a police report earlier this week that had not yet been publicly released. Also, don't all doctors have to take the Hippocratic Oath? All doctors have to take the Hippocratic Oath, right? I just want to say this real quick. So all doctors have to take the Hippocratic Oath, right? So they said a doctor was there. There's no way that the doctor could have just let her die. All doctors is supposed to take a Hippocratic Oath. Am I correct? Just for the people that don't know what the Hippocratic Oath is. What I'm trying to remove because we'll remember how to spell it shit. Something like that, right? The Hippocratic Oath is perhaps the most widely known of Greek medical texts. All doctors on the planet, I believe, have to take the Hippocratic Oath. The reason why I'm showing you this is because somebody is probably going to say, well, that person was in America, was in Mexico's. How do we know if they took the, maybe that's only an American thing. You know, there's going to be an idiot that said something stupid like that. So this is what the Hippocratic Oath. And look, all doctors take the shit. It goes all the way back to Greek, yo. I swear to fulfill to the best of my ability and judgment this covenant. I will respect the hard-won scientific gains of these physicians at all steps and gladly such not. Basically, they can't, if somebody, they have to save you. Like a doctor can't choose not to save you. You understand? The oath states the professional conduct and obligations of a doctor. It is an oath of ethics that emphasizes is the importance of ethical and professional standards in medicine. And its name is derived from a Greek physician, Hippocrates, who is widely regarded as the father of Western medicine. Look, so they're saying a doctor was there. That wasn't even an EMS dude. That was a whole doctor? Is this what you're telling me? Now, as a new doctor, I solemnly promise I will do the best of my ability to serve humanity. Humanities. Dr. Moral Code. A physician shall uphold the standards of professionalism, be honest in all professional interactions, and strive to report physicians' deficit in character or competence or engaging in fraud or deception to appropriate entities. So they got to be a snitch also. I just want to be clear so you understand. Let's see, whichever part is important. Which I am looking at, I'm just gleaming and seeing as important. Just so we can be clear, doctors cannot refuse to treat a patient if that refusal will cause harm. Just so we can be clear. So can we go back to what we was talking about? Let's go back to what we was talking about, just so we can be clear. So this was a whole doctor. Oh man, be right back. We're gonna take a quick commercial break.
Really got kicked. Dope.
Made a meal before the Richie, team no lacking, bitch, I'm sitchy like my bitch is yellow bone, ass fat, yeah, I'm picky, I'm the type to hit a bitch from the back like she Ricky, get her hair done, just to get some top, now it's frizzy, when I'm done, I just bust all on her face, left her sticky, flood the whole hood with work, shit, now everybody busy, when I make it, whole hood coming, everybody with me, I'm the type to pop out with that stick, like you watching Disney, put 2 O's in both sides of his V, now he drizzy, I be deep down in my feelings, like who really rocking with me, yeah, my trap booming, bitch, I got more 3 5s, them griffies, yeah, them purse real. Give it 5 minutes, you be itchy. Man, I hate these hoes, all of them some bougie broke bitches. Living rich records, bitch, we some cutthroat niggas. Wanna be the game, gotta catch a body, no snitching. When I caught that case, it was just me, no code of fitness. How I change up, been acting like I don't know niggas. Switching lanes up, no, this ain't that S550. Switch my name up, yeah, but I'm the same old nigga. Plain Jane's cool, yeah, but I like diamonds on my wrist. Long live stacks, still can't believe he independent. Long live hat, niggas know he shot stacks. Killer, that's that get back. Every time we spend our ops block, they heard that shit clap. Everybody kick like 4Ks, that's a Kit Kat. Bitch, I dropped a mint on the grill, that's a Tic Tac. I be fresh as fuck, all designer, but it's mismatch. Tap in, I'm taxing for the sauce, yeah, I got that. Bitch, don't ask me what I'm smoking on, cause it's that iPad. Bullet got no name, but them shits hitting who I shot at. Know his name ain't T.I., but we left that nigga top back. Got them all waiting for the tape, they like drop that. When I'm in the A, they know my shit, I gotta pop that. Thinking I can't fuck your bitch, nigga, boy, stop that. Yeah, bitch, I'm Bugatti, you getting dropped if you not that. 731, I'm on the north side, when we my back. Ops say they gon' slide, but they just talking like a podcast. Fuck that yapping, drop the low, we pull up where they drop that. Left a wet sign on they block, the way the game can't go and mock that.
Yo, I just want to let y'all know real quick. This is my logo on StreamYard. If you see any logo that is not this, it 100% cannot be me. I would not put my face on StreamYard. Once again, I am not arrogant. I'm certain. I'm not arrogant, okay? I understand people get that misconception. I am not arrogant. I'm a handsome dude, but this is my logo. This is what I use. Just want to be clear. That's what I use. That logo. That logo's lit. Why the hell would I not use my logo? Hold on. Why would I go on anybody's platform and use my face when I got a lit ass logo like that? Just so we can be clear, that would not even make sense. Sheesh. Anyway, let's get back to it. Real quick, I want to point out, due to the conversation that we've already had, hold on, let me put this on the screen. I'm gonna put this on. Let's do this. I'm gonna show you how this is. Let's put this on the screen. All right, because I wanna discuss what you guys are talking about. So let's put this on the screen. So Wanda from upstate New York said it's being said that her injury could have been an internal decapitation. The damage, if that is true, may have been gone when the medics arrived. It's all problematic because someone is definitely lying. One, I 100% am co-signing the lying that's going on. I think everyone is lying right now, to be honest with you. I think that there's a lot of people that have a lot to hide. I think they're all lying. And the reason being is there's no way these people should have been allowed to leave the country. You understand? So everybody's lying. Rhonda from upstate New York said the paramedics said that they were working on her for 3 hours. Well, because once that individual was, just so we can be clear, once that individual was all messed up and the EMS was called and then like she might not make it, the police should have been called and they freaking passport should have been taken. You understand? They shouldn't have left the country. That's the point in which I'm trying to make. Rhonda from upstate New York said that until the matter was solved. Rhonda from upstate New York said that they was working on her for 3 hours. What medical person listens to a group of regular people? I don't know if they were listening to them. We weren't there. We just know that they were working on them for 3 hours. I don't know if I can make that assumption. If that's what they're saying is happening, then yeah, I don't believe that neither. JF says other countries charge you to go to the hospital. People, all countries basically charge you to go to the hospital. But I get what you're saying. they would have to have the money beforehand, not later. They would like need to have it then. No, I get that. That's probably the reason in which why they were saying they was calling them. That might be why they was there for 3 hours, right? Rhonda from upstate New York says because they was pretending they was gonna be able to get the money, right? Rhonda from upstate New York says to not take her to the hospital. That's crazy. Shout out to Sebastian Tankins. Shout out to this person. They said, so you protected Liberty and wife in Vegas, huh? Okay, that's something that isn't pertinent to our conversation, but I do understand that you have an obsession with me. I don't know what to tell you. The report differs from details previously. So hold on. The Charlotte Observer obtained excerpts from the police report earlier this week that had not yet been publicly released. The information was provided to the Observer by Geraldo Zuniga. I don't know how to say that. An investigative reporter who works at the Los Cobos Metro. I guess that's the news down here. And details first reported. Wait, hold on. Let's see. This is all the way in Spanish. A group of agents, federal investigations, FBI, office of Charlotte, North Carolina. Oh, they calling it a femicide also. Conducted with. But she didn't go to the hospital though. That's the first time I heard where it was at, the Villa Linda 32. Let's go see what that is. Hold on. Let's see what this is real quick. So she took them here and they killed her? So she took them here and paid for everything. That's just bananas. I don't know what to tell you. So she took them here, paid for everything. And y'all keep hanging out with people that don't do nothing but hate on other people. Y'all just doing the Satan's work. Y'all just helping Satan. So she, oh Lord. So she took them all out of the country, paid for everything except for their plane tickets, and they offed her? He's not saying nothing. But I mean, he just gave us some information we didn't previously know, so I'm looking right now. They calling it a femicide. But why wasn't they calling that it before? Now they calling it a femicide? Oh, transgender. Anyway, So now they calling it a femicide? They wasn't calling it a femicide before? Right? Am I wrong? I think they saying the FBI calling it a femicide, so now they got to look into the shit. Anyway, Robinson is a Charlotte native who traveled to Cabo October 28th. He died a day later. Notably, the police information reported by and provided from Metro does not mention obvious signs of Robinson's physical injury. Somebody just informed me of something. Hold on. So apparently, also, just so we could be clear, alcohol poisoning has similarities to spinal injuries. Yeah, that's a fact. Where are these guys hiding at? Like, how are they not arrested? Notably, the police information reported by and provided by does not mention the obvious signs of Robinson's physical injuries, which family members have said existed in her body prior to her burial. Grave injuries to her back and neck were determined by the cause of death. Autopsies after an autopsy. Let's look at this. Sheesh. Get this out of here. Nobody even cares what that is. What is this? Get this out of here. So this is just okay. So you just remove this. It says drag to resize, but it will not let me drag. Well, oh, because the page ain't loaded. All right, so we're just gonna go look at something else, and if that loads, it loads. If it doesn't, it doesn't. All right. Since her death, the FBI and Mexican police authorities have launched investigations into how she died. The lack of conclusive evidence and conflicting explanations has led her story to go viral, invoking global outcry. Let's see if it is scrolling up there. No, it's just not going to do nothing. It's just this is what it's doing. It's going to force me to. Maybe we supposed to listen to this shit. So hold on. Part of my language. No, we don't care about what's happening with Toyota. Alright, shoot it out. It's just slowing me up and I have no idea what's going to show us. And it just looks like it's having a hard time. So I'm going to let it go. The Charlotte Observer has been unable to reach those who were with her on the trip. No arrests have been made reportedly as of Monday. They should pick all of these guys up right on Thanksgiving. That sounds like effed up thing to do, but that's what they should do. They should pull right up to wherever the people are eating at and arrest them right in front of their whole families. That's what they should do. Pull right up on these people in front of they and arrest them in front of their whole family. Like, what the hell is y'all niggas doing? They say had drunk a lot of alcohol in the medical call. This is why I'm saying I believe that the medical people are helping them. Listen, who else would have told them that to say alcohol poisoning could be a problem with a spinal situation? They wouldn't even have known that. Right? They wouldn't even have known to say that lie. Tell me where I'm wrong. They wouldn't even have known to say that lie. I didn't violate neither one of those people, but if they, if y'all tricked them into thinking that I did, I can't control that or care about that, just so we can be clear. So as soon as you show up, anyway, nothing I could care about. Nothing I should care about. Your boy Jimmy Belcher says, big facts. I really hope they do that. Yo, look. How else they knew? They found out the girl had a spinal cord injury. So the lie they told was alcohol poisoning. Am I the only one that get it? Like I said earlier, I believe that they was getting assistance with whatever the hell they're trying to do from the local medical people. Hold on, let's see something real quick. I don't even know how to spell. Okay, so first, give me 1 second. We're gonna take a commercial break. I'll be right back. I need to do a thing.
Imagine meeting me for the first time. Bitch! An experience. Life-changing. Life-altering. Never the same again. I envy you.
Somebody already got kicked. Dope.
Say the wrong thing and get the bags. With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing cuckoo, and get thrown out the conversation. Throw up 2 fingers and tell them, please don't keep the drama away. Bye. Donate to the cause and hit the cash app. And if you ain't got it, them likes are free. Go and smash that. BBN, hit that with a hashtag. Sick with the content, come around and need a hazmat. Jack Frost, yeah, you dudes need to back off. He got the work around here, yeah, we all tip our hats off. Keep the same name, that's what you point for. But if you coming back in, put a 2.0. Big bags, and you asking what they heavy for. Foot and ass be going hella crazy with the petty wars. Good conversation, that's what we be really ready for. Conversation like being on the bottom of a heavy whore. Nah, why niggas be like that? I unsubscribe and tell them, yo, hey, I'll be right back. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing and get the bags. With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing.
Yo, also, y'all know my birthday Friday, right? 25th of November.
Fuck is that dude?
Yeah, my birthday Friday, 25th of November. Salute to everybody. Shout out to Dark Wing. We got Dark Wing in the house. He says, salute pros, BBN fam, happy hump day. I forgot to tell y'all because I just got reminded when he said happy hump day. Today's Wednesday. So yeah, so my birthday's on Friday apparently also. So if anybody fucks with me or don't fuck with that. How the fuck I forgot how to spell alcohol? That shit is crazy. What the fuck? I hate when I think I got dyslexia. That don't look right. Hold on. Am I wrong? This don't look right. Right? That don't look right. Does that look right? That doesn't look right to me. Seven signs. We're not looking for signs. We're not looking for stages, symptoms, or after. I guess. How do you say? Autopsy, I guess, right? That's how it is. Boom. All right. So, prevalence of alcohol-related pathologies and autism in autopsy. All right. Alcoholism reduces pathologies and complexity of symptoms. Measurements. Potential findings. Conclusion. Okay, so we're looking for physical though. The association between alcohol and cardiovascular disease is more contentious, with evidence that moderate consumption may be protective in those at risk of autoimmune disease, while there is emerging evidence that heavy regular drinking increases the risk of mortality with heart disease. Boom. That's not what we was looking for. All right, let's go back up and see if we did. Hold on. Physical. Still got the prevalence related spine. Let's say spine specific, right? You know, some people call me spine, by the way. Shout out to the mofos that call me spine. Appreciate you, Darwin. It's a PDF. Hold on. For everybody that don't know, when y'all see me do a video, this is like, I don't know. I'm gonna be quiet, man. Y'all just gonna believe the people who lie on me anyway, right? Right here is interesting. Hospital versus forensic postmortem examination. The primary purpose of a postmortem. Hold on. This is interesting. Hold on. Sheesh. The primary purpose of a postmortem examination conducted in a hospital is to confirm a known or suspected diagnosis of the disease which caused the death of the patient. So, okay. In addition, the hospital postmortem may provide knowledge concerning the tissue damage caused by the disease. So just in general, if you say that somebody, they're not even checking for shit. If you're like, yo, alcohol poisoning. So that means that when they got there, did you see when she couldn't hold her head up and she was on the floor? That could have been when her neck was broke. And the reason why the doctors probably believed that there was something wrong, like she had alcohol poisoning, was because she couldn't communicate. And because she couldn't hold her head up, think about when we see people who have alcohol poisoning or who are drunk and they're about to pass out or whatever. Isn't that the way that they look often? So emphasis is on in addition, the hospital postmortem may provide knowledge concerning the tissue damage, the disease, emphasis on detailed study of specific internal organ or organs involved. She might have been an alcoholic in general. So they probably was just, also, I think they was helping to be behind some of this bullshit. Just, I don't trust them niggas. Just so we can be clear. Hold on, let's go. Just in case I see something interesting. Next, closely examine and note any unusual markings. Closely examine it and note. This is not talking about her specifically. This is just talking about when we go through, when they doing whatever they doing. Closely examine and note any unusual markings. Check back and sides of neck as well as front. Photo record all significant findings. Remember, we talking about a doctor supposed to do this. This wasn't just a paramedic allegedly. Attempts to disguise a drug death as a suicide hangings have been known to occur. A body hanged from death will show rope marks. So yeah, so apparently it does cause damage to that area because they're literally using to disguise as some of these deaths as suicides by hanging. So yeah, okay, so the information in which we was given was definitely accurate. There is some similarities between an individual when they're looking at you, a doctor's observing you or whatever the case is. There is some similarities, it seems, between a doctor and a neck injury and alcohol poisoning. Apparently, those are the places they are saying to check. The investigation, the FBI video. He's not really saying nothing. The police report excerpt is in Spanish according to the Charlotte Observer staff translation of the document. Which document are we talking about? Donovan could not be reached for comment on her phone number listed on the police report excerpt had been disconnected. Hold on. It is unclear in the police report excerpt who called for medical help, but the reporting person is listed as Winter Donovan of Greensboro. Donovan is one of the 6 people identified by family members, media sources, as the person Robinson was traveling with. So now all of a sudden his phone is all of their phones are disconnected, by the way. Just so if you didn't know, all their phones are disconnected. The police report excerpt is in Spanish, according to Charlotte Observer staff translation of the document. Dr. Gutierrez says he was he was told Robinson had drunk a lot of alcohol, and the medical call was for Robinson to get an IV. The police record indicates Gutierrez found a female understood in the report to be Robinson with stable vital signs but dehydrated, unable to communicate verbally, and appearing to be inebriated. What did I just say? So you understand how often I do all of this type of researching, going, looking stuff up, come here and tell y'all about it, and somebody pull up into the chat trying to tell me I don't know what I'm talking about? I shouldn't feel away. I just let y'all watch me do the shit I do most of the time. So I shouldn't feel away. And if y'all wasn't here with me, I'd still be looking around for shit to make sure that I'm clear on what I'm talking about. Just so we could be clear. Let's look at this vote we put up. Do you believe everything the friends are saying is lies? 43 people voted so far. 49% have said yes, 28% have said no, and 23% said mostly. I rap different than Rich Baby. Yo, Rich Baby has a line where he says he put 2 O's between your V and make you drizzy. What in the hell? Shout out to Rich Baby. That's how you're supposed to do that. The police report indicates that Gutierrez found a female understood in the report to be Robinson. I told y'all that thing. Basically, why did I freaking X out of that? Hold on, why did I X out of that? Sometimes I just do shit and then I X out of where I got it from. What in the hell? What am I doing over here? I did not X out of where I got it from. Did I? Yeah, I did. Sheesh. I was not thinking. I found it though, right? Nah, I found that. So it don't matter. The doctor reported that he believes Robinson needed to be transferred to the hospital, but the friends insisted that she be treated in the villa. Dr. Gutierrez attempted an IV but were unsuccessful. It's unclear what medication was in the IV. It was unsuccessful because that wasn't her problem. What the hell? The hell is an IV gonna do for a broken neck? The information from police say that the doctor was there for close to an hour when Robinson began having a seizure. The medicine gave her a seizure. Y'all didn't see what I just did, but I was just gasping. The convulsions from the seizure lasted less than a minute. At this point, the patient's friend named Winter Donovan called 911 to request an ambulance. So a doctor came first? Hold on, let's stop everything. What did I tell you I thought was happening? What did I tell you I thought was happening? What did I tell you I thought was happening? So they called the doctor and then they called the air. Is this the way that it's usually done? Because somebody put me on the game. I've never been to Mexico nor needed medical assistance in Mexico. Is this the way it's done? They don't take you to the doctor. They bring the doctor to you. Then they take you to the building? Put it in the chat. I'm curious if this is the way that it's done. If this is the way that it's done, let me know. That was not meant to be a snapback. Why would I do that? Me and you are not the same. Explain that to me. So they don't bring the hospital, they don't bring you to the doctor, they bring the doctor to you, and then they bring both of y'all back to the hospital? What the hell is the doctor doing at the villa? Does the villa have its own doctor? Because that sounds like another problem. Are you telling me the villa has its own doctor? Because that sounds like another problem in itself. Be right back after this commercial break.
Yo. Made a meal before the Richie, T no lacking, bitch, I'm sitchy like my bitch is yellow bone, ass fat, yeah, I'm picky, I'm the type to hit a bitch from the back like she Ricky, get her hair done, just to get some top, now it's frizzy, when I'm done, I just bust all on her face, left her sticky, flood the whole hood with work, shit, now everybody busy, when I make it, whole hood coming, everybody with me, I'm the type to pop out with that stick, like you watching Disney, put 2 O's in both sides of his V, now he drizzy, I be deep down in my feelings, like who really rocking with me, yeah, my trap booming, bitch, I got more 3-5s than Griffies, yeah, them purse real, give it 5 minutes, you be itching, man, I hate these hoes, all of them some bougie broke bitches, living rich records, bitch, we some cutthroat niggas, wanna be the game, gotta catch a body, no snitching, when I caught that case, it was just me, no code of fitness, how I change up, been acting like I don't know niggas, switching lanes up, no this ain't that S550, switch my name up, yeah, but I'm the same old nigga, plain Jane's cool, yeah, but I like diamonds on my wrist, long live stacks, still can't believe he independent, long live hat, niggas know he shot stacks, killer, that's that get back, every time we spend the ops block, they heard that shit clap, everybody kick like 4Ks, that's a Kit Kat, bitch, I dropped a mint on the grill, that's a Tic Tac, I be fresh as fuck, all designer, but it's mismatch, tap in, I'm taxing for the sauce, yeah, I got that, bitch, don't ask me what I'm smoking on, cause it's that iPad, bullet got no name, but them shits hitting who I shot at, know his name ain't T.I., but we left that nigga top back, got them all waiting for the tape, they like drop that, when I'm in the A, they know my shit, I gotta pop that, thinking I can't fuck your bitch, nigga, boy, stop that, yeah, bitch, I'm Bugatti, you getting dropped if you not that, 731, I'm on the north side, when we my back, ops say they gon' slide, but they just talking like a podcast, fuck that yapping, drop the low, we pull up where they drop that, left a wet sign on they block, the way the game came through and mock that.
there's so much issue if they have their own medical staff? I'm telling you, just so we could rewind a little, I'm telling you that there's a good chance that this is one of those places that people take people to kill them and off them. Could you understand why there would be a problem if they have their own medical staff, but they don't have the facilities to tend to someone? I'm hoping you're not lost on this. Why this is such a big deal, and apparently people are just ignoring this. And allegedly, this happened around 420. I'm just going to throw that out there. This happened around 420. I'm just going to throw that out there. Look, the information from police says the doctor was there to close to an hour. So you have the medical people facility. You have doctors in the facility. In the facility. But you don't have no other type of medical, so all you got is a dude that walk around with a bag and IVs. He doesn't have an office. He doesn't have nowhere in the building. So how do you got medical staff? What is he really there to do? I think y'all should just be mindful when y'all leave the country. A lot of these people y'all say is y'all friends ain't y'all friends, man. And you should be able to. Okay, so how do you hang out with people that hate on another dude? I just don't understand this. Like, this is me talking. Hold on. This is Sean Seabrooks talking. This ain't even Jack Frost talking. This is me, who I am as a person talking. This is me talking to you niggas. I'm gonna take all this other shit off the screen just so we can be clear. This is Sean Seabrooks talking. How in the heck are you friends with people who hate on other people? Like, taking a reflection of who you are as a person in your life. How are you friends with people who hate on other people? Just take personal inventory. Right? Real shit. Because I'm tired of people acting like they solid. You're not solid. You can't be solid if you're hating on somebody else. I don't care what you do for your people. Being solid isn't only what you do for your people. Get it? So you can't tell me you solid if you're hating on somebody else. That's not possible. Get it? Yeah, I want to get to this. You think it's time? We're probably going to talk about this again, obviously. But today, in this show, more than anything else, I just want y'all to understand, and this is the main thing I wanted to discuss. I need for y'all guys to be more mindful of the people that you hang out with. Be more mindful of the people you spend your time with. A lot of people think I don't like them. It's not that I don't like you. It's just I hung out with you and I saw you hating on somebody else. And I just don't want the energy around me. And I might not like you. I might think that you, as far as the way that you relate to me, you're a pretty cool individual. But I personally don't really want to hang out with people that hate on other people. I don't know what you're doing. If you got that type of energy in you, it's just a matter of time before you start hating me. Also, if you got that type of energy in you, the only reason why you fuck with me is because you think you're better than me. You understand? That's what I think people don't get. A hater ain't gonna fuck with you unless he think he better than you. Get it? Because if he wasn't better than you, he'd be hating on you. Or at least if he didn't think he was better, or she didn't think they were better than you, they'd be hating on you. So when you got a hater that hang out with you, and I'm not talking about one of these haters like Star, like that's just what he does, that's his thing. I'm talking about people who genuinely are just hating ass niggas. You do understand that, right? They don't like you. They can't. They're a hater. You serve a purpose right now. That's it. So no, I don't necessarily want to hang out with people who are crazy. Pardon me, people who are haters. So I'm not knocking you if I don't hang out with you. I might genuinely like who you are, but that particular energy isn't conducive with who I am. And I think that more people need to move like that. You got family members, you got people that you love that might be a hater. You don't have to hate them, but don't help them vibrate at that energy. I don't know what to tell you. Because this is how you get shit like this. You know how many people that weren't there that probably heard them talking shit about her when she wasn't around and never told her? You know how many people that weren't there, that did not go on this trip, knew that those people did not like her and never told her? Shout out to New Britain, Connecticut. That's the part that people don't think about. That's the part I do think about. My trauma make me think different. What I'm going to bring to the internet is just something that other people aren't going to bring. My value is different. You understand? Everything I do is going to look crazy to somebody who's not me, because you have not went through what I've went through. You don't know how it feels to tell the truth and don't nobody believe you, maybe. I know how that feels. It makes me not trust human beings. Just being honest with you. You might not know how it feels to have a person tell you that they're going to lie on you. And everybody is going to believe them because they got other people that's going to help them lie. And I don't have nobody to help me tell the truth. When you know how that feels, then you understand why I keep people the way I keep people. All right? You will understand. Jose said, don't lose hope. I am a follower of the Most High. Almost everything I do is a reflection of something out of the Bible. Almost everything I do. The fact that nobody recognizes that lends to the understanding that I'm just not meant for some people, because some people ain't meant to, like, if you look at anything I do, I can explain to you why I do it, and it's almost 100% come from the Bible. So now imagine people thinking you're crazy when you're only doing the shit that the Bible says to do. What are you going to think about those people? I'm just asking. What are you going to think about them? You feel like God is talking to you, and then God is showing you he's talking to you because he's making things happen in your life. And so you're like, well, okay, this is what we're doing. And then the more you try to do the things that you believe God is telling you to do, because these things are in the Bible, the more people try to get into your way and try to make it not possible to do it. While these people are also saying that they are here to help you. How would you think about the world? Never believe anybody that says that they're trying to help you. They're all lying. People already know what they can do to actually help you. So if somebody actually wants to help you, they're just going to do it. They're not going to tell people they're trying to help you. Anybody saying they're trying to help you is all lies. They're just trying to make it look like a thing. Don't fall for the fucking banana in the tailpipe. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. And once again, that lady died. And she died because they had people around her that was evil. And those people that was evil that was around her was able to be around her because other people wasn't putting her on the game. And there was other people that weren't being supportive of her. And there was other people not being supportive of her. Just so we could be clear. Anything y'all want to talk about in concerning with this? If not, we're gonna move on. Let's talk about the Walmart shooting real quick. There was a shooting that happened in Walmart. I'm gonna pull this up. I want to have this discussion with you guys. I got people right now trying to convince. So apparently, do whatever you're talking about. Homeboy outside the house right now. I'm gonna tell people I'm crazy. If you understood how much adversity I went through in a day, you will understand. You will understand. Like, I really get no peace. I can't even be home now. Now I got a dude that stands out in front of my house talking shit about me, basically. I can't even be home. I think he's trying to make me go confront him so then people could think I'm violent. You know what I'm saying? When in reality, he's trying to tip, like, you understand? I'm going to film him one day so y'all can see what I'm talking about. First, I'm going to play him and record the conversation that he's having outside so I got to hear. And then I'm going to film the nigga so y'all can see what the fuck I'm talking about. Walmart shooting. Let's go. Shit is crazy. It just don't make no sense. I don't think nobody else has to live like this. Like, do other people got to live like this? Or, like, I know I'm always complaining, but do other people got to live like this? Sheesh. A gunman fatally shot 6 people and wounded at least 4 others inside of a Walmart in Chesapeake, Virginia on Tuesday night, the authorities said, shattering the bustle of Hollywood week. I got a clip to show y'all also. While he was inside a Walmart in Chesapeake on Tuesday night, Jeremy, that's how he spells it? Basham, a manager at Ion Solar, Virginia Beach, has been looking for Thanksgiving tablecloths and disposable cutlery for office potluck the next day. He said he then heard what he described as several loud claps. I thought someone had knocked over a huge shelf or something. It was a group of several really, really loud identical noises followed with no noise. A few seconds later, he heard people yelling, "It's a gun, get out." They outside right now. This shit is crazy. Sheesh. Okay, so they didn't really have any information on it, but that was 43 minutes ago. I have a clip. A dude was talking. Hold on. I think I got a clip for you. Let me check real quick. Sheesh, man. Just sheesh, man. What the hell? All right, I got 2 clips. All right, so hold on. Let me connect this real quick. I'm not a bad person, and I stay to myself. I honestly don't understand what all the hate is about.
Come in there, started capping people up in there. Just left out the break room. Manager come in there, started capping people up in there. Started shooting, bro. Like, I'm whole though, y'all. Sadly though, we lost a few of our associates. I don't know how many. I'm not gonna speak on it. I'm not gonna show it because I ain't even like that. But I'm whole, y'all. The story is that. I mean, I came in, got down, shooting, got down, yeah.
Bro, I was just about to come in and get some snacks.
Ain't getting them out. But pretty much, the manager came in here, started dumping, man. As soon as I left out the break room, he went in there, man. By the grace of God, yo. Man, I don't know. That shit wild. Probably about 2 or 3. I thought about it was crazy because we coming out from where we at, man. I hear all of this before, so it's like I'm thinking it won't nothing. But then I started hearing them getting closer. So shit, I booked it. I seen everybody run. I booked it too. Shit, I got up out of there. But yeah, right before Thanksgiving. But yeah, fella. I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying, turn the camera, you know what I'm saying, show no bodies or none of that weird shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm built different. I ain't doing all that. Don't ask.
Oh shoot, sorry about that. Hold on. That was in? Yeah, that was in. All right, so here what the police report is. I got the police report too.
We're here at the Walmart on what is this, Sam's Drive for report of a shooting. Once the initial officers first got here, they quickly realized it was an active threat type situation, so we kind of switched our tactics to an active threat response and kind of went that motion. Several other officers, many other officers also responded. A bunch of members of our fire department responded. We did basically like a tactical entrance and movement in the building. We located multiple fatalities and multiple injured persons. A little while later, through the course of providing treatment, we were able to establish that we believe it's a single shooter. And 12 p.m. Tuesday evening, we responded here to the Walmart.
Yo, I'm gonna say this again. And this is the main reason why I keep trying to hope that the people that are a part of our community keep your heads on a swivel. I think what's going on is God is just choosing right now. I think God is just, this is what I think is happening. I think God is just having a situation so that it's a clear line about who evil and who's not. I think God is making that thing that's inside of people come out. I think that it's being harder for people to not be that thing that is inside of them. So I think that's just happening. It's just that there's evil people that they're feeling justified in doing their evil. You do got to understand how evil works. Evil work like this. A person want to do an evil thing, but they know that they have to figure out a way to justify it. So let's say a person just want to hurt somebody. They have to come up with reasons to tell other people why they have a good reason to be hurting you. You understand? So they have to then make it justifiable. So we're living in a world right now where people, they're not able to hold their name in the demons. Did you see what they did with Balenciaga? Balenciaga had a whole campaign that had a little kid dressing up. It had a little kid, and then it had a teddy bear that was dressed up in S&M gear. And then it had an article that was on the table that basically was talking about child sex trafficking. This was... What the hell? So they're calling all of these demons. They're calling all of the evil people. They're calling them. Let's read what our word from the Most High is today. They're calling them. That's why people just can't not do evil. That's why you see all of the evil that's just happening. It's crazy. Psalms 23:6. The Lord is my shepherd. I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. He guides me along the right paths for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I fear no evil. For you are with me. My rod and my staff, they comfort me. Pardon me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare me at a table before. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head in oil, my cup overflows. Surely your goodness and love will follow me in all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. My Bible that I generally read this from has the words written differently, and that's why you saw me stuttering. But I literally wrote a rap based around this. I walk through the valley of death with nothing left but my spirit that won't be broken, my last breath. Demons ask for my help, but I already understand that the devil's playground is a man's idle hands. When pushers getting too close to floss this host, above all, I floss with God to the frost is toast. I won't be deceived. I've been writing about God my whole life. I've been talking about God my whole life. Let's read this again. The Lord is my shepherd. I lack nothing. He lies down. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. He guides me along the right paths for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil. For you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely your goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. What's PBT? PTB. What's that? I just want to be clear. I've always talked about God all the time. Almost everything I do is a reflection of the Most High. When niggas is hating me, know what they really hating. You might not like what I'm doing, but that don't make it wrong by God's tense. That don't mean I'm wrong in the Bible. You just might not like it because we're worldly. Just so we can be clear. That's the real reason why niggas is mad at me. I once had my father tell me that I got to stop talking about the Bible. That's a fact. Hand to God. My own father told me that once. I got to stop talking about the Bible because I was telling him why I did something. I said, in the Bible, it says for us to do that. And then I told him the Bible verse. And he told me to stop talking about the Bible to him. Just so we clear. That's why they mad. So shout out to all the people that want to dog me. And all I'm doing is up here talking about the Bible almost every day in different ways. Not a real shout out. Shout out to all the people that think I'm crazy. Well, almost 100% of the time, the reason why I'm doing something is because of something that I read in the Bible. Shout out to all the people that don't want understanding of what I do. They just want to ridicule it. And a real shout out to all the people that F with me. For real, for real. Shout out to them. Let's shout out the people that F with me. Let's shout out to the people that still be in the chat and be supportive. Let's shout out to all the people that hit that like button. Real shout outs. Let's shout out to all the people that when I talk about God, they feel it. Let's talk about all of them. Let's shout out to all of them. Let's shout out to all of the people that hit me in the DMs and they say, thank you for having that discussion today. I needed that. Shout them out. Let's shout out to all the people that hit me up on Cash App when I'm offline. And they say, of course, I really don't want to donate publicly because, you know, I don't really, you know, the assholes. But you good guy. Shout out to them. Shout out to all the motherfuckers that keep saying they're going to come do promotion with me but hasn't did it yet. I'm going to just agree that's what I'm just going to assume you're telling the truth. Shout out to all of you. Powers that really be throwing it in our faces. That's a fact. Don't get confused. Don't get confused. Right? Don't get confused. Don't be confused. Don't be confused. World is going outside. People are going to choose hate more than they're going to choose love. What do you expect? Think about it like this. Name another community that has a whole subset of social media that's dependent on destroying one another, because that's the kind of entertainment that our people enjoy. A black person destroying another black person. Copy. I'm going to do that today, by the way. And yes, everything. Absolutely everything. It's a fact. Not for nothing. That might be something that person might find interesting to get involved in. Just to be fun, for all I know. Right? The person that just messaged me. I think it's time for lunch. I want to do some shit. So, yes. Absolutely. Thank you. I feel so happy when people treat me in a manner I could be nice to them. You have no idea. Like, that'd be my day. No, I do have a hard problem trusting human beings. That's a fact. I got an issue trusting human beings. I don't think we should trust human beings. I think we should trust God. Am I wrong about that? Am I wrong for saying I think we should trust God and not just trust human beings? Because human beings are flawed, so we should trust God? Are you telling me I'm wrong for saying that? Or is that just another thing that I said that you're gonna take out of context? Because, you know, that's all people come to this show for, is to find things they can take out of context. They want to do all of Satan's work for him. Go do Satan's work, man. I'm not even gonna try to stop you. Yeah, we got to get to the jump off. Yeah, I have a problem. I don't trust human beings. I trust the Most High. So if you move in a certain way, I'm just gonna vibe with you. I don't know no other way to say it. If you move in a certain way, I'm just gonna vibe with you. A lot of y'all got beautiful spirits and y'all got beautiful energy, and y'all hang out around evil people and you don't even know it. I'm just gonna say that again. A lot of y'all got beautiful energy. Beautiful energy, beautiful vibe, and then y'all go hang out with people you shouldn't be around, and you get corrupted. You got to also remember, in order to be able to follow God's path, we have to be naive to a certain point. You understand? Because you have to have blind faith. So you have to be naive to a certain point. And that's why a lot of people that God is active in their life a lot are naive. Because you have to be naive to a certain point. There has to be a certain point where you have to be able to suspend logic and just believe God is going to do this thing. Because our earthly logic isn't reality. You understand? So there has to be a certain level of belief that you have to have. Literal insanity. I'm not going to say insanity, but you have to be... It's a faith that you have to have. And faith is the belief in something without any actual proof. So there's a level of faith that you have to have. And if you don't have a certain level of faith, how can you believe in the Most High? So when I see people be evil and do evil things, often I'm like, I can't really expect any different, right? You don't even have enough faith to believe in God. So how could I expect that you could believe in me? I'm just a human.
Every time I close my eyes,
Right. Yeah, so yeah, I try to trust God. I mean, it says that in the Bible. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I literally don't know what to tell you. That's what it says in the Bible. It's like every time I tell you something it says in the Bible, people tell you that I'm saying something wrong. And then y'all agree that I'm saying something wrong. It be literally shit I get out the Bible. I just want to be clear on this. There's literally videos of people mocking the Bible and they think they mocking me, but they mocking the Bible. This I've done seen, and I'm not even gonna tell you how many videos I've seen of this. So I believe in God. If you don't believe in God, then every single thing I do is crazy to you. If you do believe in God, then you shouldn't be so confused with the shit that I'm doing. Other than that, I don't understand. With that being said, I think we're gonna get up out of here because I'm hungry. And I think I got to do laundry today, but I mean, I don't think I got to do laundry. I hope I don't really want to do it today. And I want to get some snacks, and I want to work on some projects. I don't think I had enough snacks yesterday. I need to get some sugary snacks, and I want to work on some projects. I might go get a 5-hour energy also. I want to work on some projects today. I might reach out to some random people that do social media shit in New York City and see if we could do some skits maybe. I don't know. We're going to see. I want to get involved in a couple of different things that we are currently doing. Also, my birthday is on Friday. I just want to say that. You could just say happy birthday. I'll be fine with that. If you don't want to say happy birthday, I'm going to be fine with that also. I don't really care about my birthday that much. With that being said, let's go over this poll that we had up. Surprisingly, quite a lot of people think that the friends were probably not all telling all lies. That's interesting. That basically means I did a pretty good show. I don't think I did a good show if you agree with everything that I'm saying. And I think that that's the misunderstanding that people might have. I think that I did a good show when people are thinking on their own. I don't think I'm doing a good show when you're disagreeing with what I'm saying, because that means that you're just looking. You're not thinking. I want you to think on your own. You understand? That's why not agreeing with me isn't important. But if you're only in here to say the opposite of what I'm saying, then that means that we can't even have a discussion that's going to cause either one of us to think. You understand? I obviously already know the opposite of whatever I'm saying. Like whenever you're talking about something, you know what the opposite of what you're saying is, right? So how could that create conversation for you? And if you're talking to somebody who's only going to say the opposite of what you're saying, how could that create conversation for them? So I want to be in conversations with people where I could have epiphanies. I want to be in conversation with people who stimulate my brain. I want to be in conversations with people who tell me shit I don't know. It's like reading a book when you find a good partner to talk to. It's like you get a chance to read a new book every day, because I got new things to discuss. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to say this. One of my favorite parts of being the person that goes to work and the other person don't work is when you get home and she want to hear about how your day went. And you get to tell them about all the wild shit that was going on at the job. I think that's lit. You understand what I'm saying? Like, those are the conversations that's worth having. You understand? Like, those are the dope shits. When they've had a story of their own that's also lit, you know, they're usually a house story. But those are usually interesting also. It's, for me at least, because everything's interesting to me damn near. With that being said, I hope everybody enjoyed your day. Please go do something good in the world. Do not trust people. Trust God. Okay? Don't trust people. Trust God. Trusting people is always going to send you the wrong way. 100% of the time. Because we're not supposed to trust people. You're supposed to trust the Most High. We're supposed to trust that He's sending us on the right path. Now, for the people that don't understand what I'm saying, it's because God ain't in you. That message was not for you. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification game. Hashtag Bronx Bonus. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got in this. I'm back.